See, one is connection table and another is packet flow. Till 8.2 version, you guys need to know, and above 8.3. So let's see these two important things, guys. Okay. And this week I'll be little tired of having a continuous class and all. Tomorrow onwards, I'll start translation, guys. Today I'll finish these two topics. Okay. Now, first thing, let's see connection table. You know one thing, your ASA firewall is called stateful firewall. And the reason why we call it as a stateful firewall is a connection table. Okay. Because of connection table, we call ASA firewall as a stateful firewall, but it's not a next generation firewall. So don't get confused. It's not a next generation firewall, but it's a stateful firewall. The reason it maintains the state of a connection passing through the firewall. So can we see that connection table? Yes, we can see. Let's open a firewall. If I say show connection right now, I don't see any connection passing through. See, when I say connection, don't misunderstand that TCP is connection oriented, then I'm talking only about a TCP. No, it's not about a TCP. It's about any packet, TCP, UDP, ICMP, anything passing through a firewall. Firewall keeps a record of it. Okay. Guys, if you don't understand connection table, you'll not understand packet flow. Okay. So it's a dependent type of topic we are discussing. First, understand connection table properly, then packet flow will be very much clear. I'll go to R1. I'll telnet R2, R1 router. I'll telnet. Okay, randomly let me ask anyone. Guys, what's an IP of R2 that I have to telnet? What's the IP of R2 that I need to telnet?
It's 105.1.7.2.
Also, I tried telnetting. I got access. Now tell me one more thing, guys. When I tried telnetting right now, what type of traffic was this? Can you tell me few details of what I tried doing from R1 to R2? Tell me. What do you know? What details you can give me?
Maybe the port.
Sorry?
Port.
Tell me anything. Like you can tell about IP, you can talk about port number, you can talk about protocol, you can talk about it. Okay.
On the connection table, we are getting the IP address from source to destination.
Okay, when you give this command show connection, here you will see a connection table getting established. In this connection table, you'll see, understand this part, guys. This is very important. This is your connection table. So what you have to understand here, in connection table, we have In a connection table, we have a reverse entry. Understood. There is a reverse entry. Now let's understand what is this reverse entry. I used a TCP protocol. So Telnet is TCP based protocol. That's correct. Now I should have a source information first of all, but instead what do I have? Destination information. I tried sending a packet to outside zone. This is my outside destination IP to a port number 23. Right. Now packet was initiated from inside zone with this IP and this port number. This is in opposite manner. This is how two firewall maintains the entry. ASA and FTD. These two firewalls will maintain entry based on these informations, IP address and port number. Okay. So when I say reverse entry, it maintains in this way. Okay. So let me take this. Let me take this entire one. I'll open a notepad. It's about connection table. So here I have a reverse entry TCP based protocol from outside with this destination IP with this port number. It was initiated from inside with this source IP with a random port number. Idle value will show you idle time. Idle time means it will show you since how long you are in a connection. But if packet does not communicate and if it keeps refreshing, then time will also keep refreshing here. And that session was of how many bytes and what are the flag values you can see here. So what do you mean by flag UIO? UIO, what does it mean here? So if you give a command here, so connection detail, here you will get two informations. Here you will get two informations. Flag details. So give a command. So connection details. So here the flag value I have is UIO. Mind it, here it is capital U, capital I, capital O, not a small one. So when I say capital U, capital U means connection is up. Capital U means connection is up. I, capital I, inbound data, O, outbound data. So here you have outbound data. So inbound, outbound data was successfully completed. Then you guys get this flag value. So this is what it is maintained in a connection table. This entry is maintained in a connection table. And what happens While sending the request, when the connection was established, when a request was going from R1 to R2, this entry was maintained by ASA. Now, while replying back, understand guys, understand the use of connection table. Why do we call it as a stateful firewall? Understand. While sending the traffic, it established a connection table, and when reply comes back, first of all, it will check against the connection table. It will give a priority to a existing connection table. So here is a packet flow. The first priority is given to existing connection table. So when a reply comes back, it looks into an existing connection table, which is also called as a fast path. This is also called as a fast path. Okay. So it will look into an existing connection, and if it is present, it will check your source IP, destination IP, all the details what are mentioned here in a connection table. It will check, is it a TCP based packet returning back? Is it packet coming from this destination, from this port number? Is it coming from outside zone? Is it trying to reach inside zone to this destination IP, to this destination port number? Okay, it will check all the parameters, and if everything is good, it will allow. If it does not match, it means it's a new connection, so drop it. So it will drop a packet. This is meaning of, stateful firewall. Stateful firewall will always check a connection before entering a reply packet. Your reply packet always gives a first priority to an existing connection table. Say anything, at any case, if any packet comes to your ingress interface of a firewall, it will look for an existing connection table. Is there any existing connection? If yes, well and good. If no, then next what it will do. Next what it will do. That will understand. But first of all, understand what is existing connection table. Existing connection table means I tried going from inside to outside. Firewall maintained a connection table, and reply comes based on this connection table. This is called existing connection table. With existing connection table, it checks all the, or it verifies all the parameters of your IP, port number, protocol, etc. And then reply is allowed. This process is called a connection table, stateful firewalling. Okay. This process is basically called as a stateful firewalling, guys. Right. Guys, am I clear what is a stateful firewall? What is connection table? What is reverse entry? Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Is that connection related to the port?
Connection related to?
The port of the device.
See, connection table is not actually a connection table. In ASA, we use a word connection table. Okay, because the command is like con. And when I say con represents connection table. Okay, so I don't have any other way to represent you the word. It actually means a state of a connection, state of a traffic. Any traffic passing through the firewall, either it is ICMP traffic. See, ICMP does not establish a connection, right? ICMP is to test a connectivity, right? Reachability, not a connectivity, reachability. Connectivity can be established or not, that telnet or SSH can do. But ping can check a reachability. Now here, pay attention. When I say ping 172
Yeah.
dot 16 dot, it's not 172. What was the IP we tried telnetting? This IP. Let me ping this. I guess ICMP is not inspected. I'll say fix up protocol ICMP. Okay. I'll go to a router. I'll try to ping. Yes, I'm able to ping. So two things we'll pay attention, guys. We'll try to see, is my firewall having a connection table? Is it maintaining the state? I could not see because it is not establishing a connection. So what I'll do is, I'll say repeat. Okay, wait, come to enable mode. I'll say repeat it for 1000 times. Okay. And I'll press enter. I'll come to firewall quickly and say show connection. Do you see, guys, one thing? Protocol was ICMP. It was coming from source zone 190, source zone inside with this source IP. This was a random port number taken, and it tried pinging. It tried pinging toward this particular destination, right? So here, if you see, it's not about any TCP or UDP. It's about ICMP protocol, guys. Okay. So it's about ICMP protocol over here. ICMP protocol, and here it shows a 0. It's a 0. So destination type 0. This is type 0. Type 0 means, ICMP could reply, right? So basically, here don't pay attention on this part. Pay attention on this source IP, so destination IP and a source IP, because here it is neither a TCP, neither a UDP based. So what I'm trying to tell here is ICMP protocol number is 1. Even that record has been maintained here. So don't go to a word show connection. Connection is not representing like you have established a connection, then only it will reflect. No. If you inspect anything, then that inspection will create a connection table, and connection table will further allow your traffic, returning traffic. This is the use of inspection table. Earlier, your protocol wasn't inspected, so traffic wasn't allowed, reply traffic wasn't allowed. So when I gave the command fix up protocol ICMP, so here I see running policy map, and here you see ICMP inspection was done. So when your firewall looks that ICMP, okay, I need to inspect it. It means I need to maintain a state table, and I need to allow a reply packet based on the connection table. This is what it means. If it is not inspected here, though there might be a connection table established, but a reply packet will be dropped because it is not listed in a IC, it's not inspected in the inspection engine. It's not inspected over here. So that's the combination of inspection table, connection table, packet flow. These all are interrelated, guys. You have to understand all these things. Okay. So I believe I'm clear. What is connection table? What does it do? How does it work? What is the purpose? I believe I'm clear with all this stuff. Abdul, am I clear?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much. Because I was thinking about the port, whatever attached to the port. That's what I was thinking. No, it's no. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So connection table is done, guys. Now we'll see a packet flow. See, there are two packet flows on a ASA firewall. two packet flows. So one packet flow was till 8.2 version, another packet was above 8.3 version. Okay. So above 8.3 version is still continued till now, above 8.3. So let me tell you a packet flow differences. First of all, we'll try to understand a packet flow of 8.2 and we'll try to see above 8.2. First thing is existing connection. Second is create connection table. Second or third is ACL. Fourth is translation or untranslation. Fifth is route. For destination. Okay. Now, same thing if you talk above 8.3. One thing will change here. ACL will come after untranslation or a translation. Okay. Then ACL, then route for a destination. So that's the difference. See guys, 3 times there was a major update in a firewall. In ASA firewall, 3 times there were a major update. Earlier, in 2005, Pix firewall was updated to ASA firewall. In 2005, I believe, okay, where firewall and VPN was mixed in single OS. That's your iOS of ASA. This update happened in 2005. Okay. And later, I'm not sure about a date. Let me just check with AI. When was second packet flow? In ASA. This was done in 2010 when 8.3 version got released. Okay, so you have a first packet flow below 8.3 and above 8.3 we have a second packet flow. In 2005, fixed firewall was upgraded to, okay, let us ask, when was ASA, sorry, when was fixed firewall upgraded to ASA? It was in 2005. So basically, a fixed firewall with a VPN, IPS, modelers, and all. So IPS was a different module itself, guys. That was not the main thing. Main was about IPS. Sorry, main was a firewall and the VPN part. They mixed it together and they created a single operating system. Okay. So packet flow changes. If you talk about a packet flow change, this packet flow change, 8.3 packet flow change, started from 2010. This actually happened in 2010. Okay. When major changes were done in our operating system, major changes were there. Due to the major changes in a ASA firewall, they had to make a change in a packet flow. Without making changes in a packet flow, things would not work, right? That was done in 2010, right? And third was they upgraded ASA again with API and all. Okay. So when was A API included in ASA? Application programming interface was introduced. Okay, it was introduced from 9.3 version since 2014 itself. So REST API and all things features were upgraded. NAT policies were upgraded, and many more things were upgraded in the firewall, guys. Okay, it was a NAT control rule, many more things, object-based firewalling, and many more things were there, which were actually introduced in the ASA firewall. So these are the changes when the new changes happen. But packet flow changes, it happened from 8.3 version onwards, which was in 2010. Later again, it got upgraded with new things, and they kept upgrading the new versions of your ASA firewall. So know the firewall. You should know the firewall based on the major features, not in general, guys. Okay. So the major changes happened in a firewall with all this stuff. Now understand there is a first packet flow. Existing connection table, create a connection table, ACL, translation and translation, so route for a destination IP, and then we had these two. In short, I'm telling you right now, you all of you do a research on what is ASA 8.2 packet flow and ASA 8.3 above packet flow. These two things I want you guys to do research. Okay. Before you guys come tomorrow for the class, do research on both the packet flows and please come. You'll have a better understanding. Second thing, we're starting translation. Okay. So in a translation, why do we need translation? Okay. What is okay, or let's say in which version of IP we need translation? Why we don't have translation in IPv6? After that, you need to check out what is source translation. What is source translation, right? What is destination translation? What is pre-NAT? What is post-NAT? Okay. Packet flow till 8.2 and above 8.3. These are your total tasks. Okay, you need to do research on this and come for the next class. Guys, a brief explanation of this packet flow we can have in a translation class. When I'll do this translation, right? When I'll go through this translation chapter, that time I'll explain you. I have to come back to a packet flow. But before that, I want you guys to go through this and do some research. Keep in your mind the packet flow based on these parameters. Say on our internet, you will get 100 types of packet flows, but don't get yourself confused. Keep my way in our mind. Rest after that, if you do a research, you'll get a clear picture about it. Okay. So this is what it will be expected in a interviews. So guys, I shared all the tasks that you have to do in a Zoom chat. Please take a note of it.
Yep.
Okay, one last thing I want to discuss today about connection table. You might get a question in an interview. For TCP session, how many hours or what is the default timer for TCP connection? So when you give a command here, show con details. Here you see TCP. TCP default timeout is 1 hour. So after 1 hour, automatically TCP connections will be timed out. Okay. So default timeout for TCP is 1 hour in your ASA firewall. But if you want to increase this time, you can. There is a way to increase or decrease the time. But this is the default timeout for the TCP. Keep in mind one of your interview question. For ASA firewall, please do not misunderstand. Don't apply this thing to other firewalls. In other firewall, we don't have this time limitation of TCP connection, but in ASA we do have. Okay. In other firewalls, we don't have such thing. That's it, guys, for today. Let me end class today, and tomorrow we'll have a huge topic.
Sir,
Okay. Yes.
hello.
Yes, please tell me the question.
Is there any time connection timeout for UDP?
No, 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 we don't have. Only for TCP we have because UDP is connection list, right? So we don't need any timeout over there.
Uh, what is the command to that you have said there is a command to modify this connection timeout? What is that command?
And I have to check. I didn't check that.
TCP is more reliable, than UDP.
That's different thing. He's asking about the command to change. Uh,
The timer.
Timeout. There are multiple things for which you guys can see the timeout. For accelerate table, we have a timeout of 3 hours. Connection table, it is 1 hour, right? So you can go for this command, I believe. So timeout connection. This is where you can increase it. Okay, Devasis. So
Okay,
you can go with the format, with any one the format, you can go and increase the time. Yeah. Okay. See you guys. Take
Thank you
care.
very much. Thank you. Lovely. Take care.